There we go, nice fish here on the bait. Let's see what we got here, Charlotte. Is he gonna bite you?
No.
Okay, let me go. I don't think he will. I'm gonna get you.
No.
I'm gonna get you with the crab.
No.
You wanna throw it back or you want me to eat it?
You can eat it. I'm not gonna eat it. I don't like fish.
What? That's a big fish, Ben. Hello again, Fish-A-Lots. It's Johnny Fish-A-Lot here, and in this video, I'm gonna walk you through some simple tactics and tips that could really catch you a lot of fluke or flounder, depending where you live in the country. Whether you're fishing from the beach, whether you're fishing from shore or the docks, you can catch a lot of fish just keeping it simple and going to some basic fishing fundamentals. And these tactics are gonna work both for really finicky fish and for times when you're fishing and you got a bunch of crazy kids running around trying to kill themselves out on the dock. So it's going to be a fun one. Let's get into it. So now again, one of the most important things you could learn here is reading the water. So you could see the current, the way this is ripping in here, right? Still an incoming tide. And you can kind of see these little holes and pockets this current is making in here, and that is the underwater structure. So there's a little point out here. You can tell the way the water is being forced through the underwater structure, and that's just by reading the water. So that is super important. If we come over to this side, you could actually see a hole in the current here. So you see that current, see those ripples in the water is rushing through, and then there's like that little slick spot right there. It's like a little whirlpool. You see that is a great spot because there's a big hole right there, and those fish are going to lay there, especially with this current running up over that hole. Those fish are going to be sitting in that hole waiting for this current to bring them some food, right? Injured prey, dying prey, invertebrates, whatever. And they're going to sit there and they're going to pounce on those baits or my lures or whatever. They're just sitting in there waiting for an easy meal, and that's where you target the fish. And that's all just by looking at the water right here. That's not with electronics. I didn't drift over this. I could literally just stare at the water, and I could see how the tide is pushing this water through, and I could see in this little eddy here that there's a hole right there, and there's a point on the other side where I just showed you. And that's where we're going to target for a fish. All right, so we caught a little shark in a crab pot. So I'm just going to chop this thing up into little strips right here. We're going to use it as bait and try and catch some flounder. So let's see how this works out. And for this, you can see the current is ripping here pretty good, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to hook this up long. And this is the perfect rig for that when you have like a long leader rig right here. And that's because you're just relying on the current to give this some motion. And this little bait right here is just going to flap around in the current. I got incentive for these fish here, a little bit of flash to get their attention. And that's basically it. I mean, you don't have to overcomplicate this at all. Just cast it out and let the current do its thing. The other thing you want to do here, and I'm going to show you a little trick here, is when you cast this out, where I'm going to bomb it. Now, before it hits the water, you stop it just like that. And what that does is that's going to kick out that leader material. This way it doesn't wrap around that main line when it hits the water. So now this is what happens if you don't cast right. You get this big tangled mess. And there we go. Now we're fishing. So now we're just going to kind of let the current do its thing. Let it sit there. And we'll see if we get a bite. There we go. Dock fishing. And all right, Fish-A-Lot, so this video is sponsored by me and my new book, Catch More Fish with Fishing with Johnny Fish-A-Lot. It's coming out soon, so make sure to hit that notification bell and subscribe to the channel. This way you don't miss on the deals when the book comes out. Charlotte is on. Keep reeling, just nice, steady reel. Nice and steady. Yeah, he's pulling. I told you you'd have better luck with those fish bites, right? Good job, Sun Hook. Nice croaker. All right.
Oh, that is.
That's a good one.
Why is it so purple?
That's the color of the fish. Here you go.
I think it got like caught.
Yeah, it got hooked and then wrapped in your line.
And that's why it was so hard?
Yeah, because it was coming in sideways. That's all right. Ready? We're going to unhook him here.
Grandpa, I caught one. Croaker.
All right, now he caught it in his mouth. See, there you go. You want to pet him?
Nah, I don't want to get my skin hurt. Okay.
No, just pet him.
Oh yeah, that.
Hear him croaking. He's singing. He's like, "Don't eat me."
I don't
eat me. I enjoy
probably
it.
don't taste good if you feel bad.
These fish don't taste that good. So throw him back. There we go, nice fish here on the bait. Let's see what we got here, Charlotte. You got it? We're just dead sticking this one. Let's see what we got here. What do we got here, Char? Nothing. I got a nice big flounder. No, don't shake off. There we go.
Wow, look at that, Charlotte.
See, Charlotte?
That is so cool.
That's a nice one. That was a bigger fish.
Are we gonna eat it?
We could eat that one, actually. That's big enough.
Can we eat it?
All right. Nice big flounder right there. Yeah, we could eat him. You want to eat him? He's big enough. He'll be pretty good. Unless you want to let him go. Do you want to let him go? Or you want to eat him?
Eat him.
There you go, Fish Lots. Nice flounder there, caught right off the dock. You don't have to do anything too fancy. It's going in the cooler because little Charlotte here wants to eat it.
I'm not gonna eat it. You guys are gonna eat it.
No, if you're killing it, you gotta eat it. You want to throw it back or you want me to eat it?
You can eat it. I'm not gonna eat it. I don't like fish.
What? Johnny Fish Lot's gonna eat him. All right, Mr. Flounder going in the cooler. There you go. Gulp. Fish catching machines, these things. Fish catching machines. Now white is not doing anything. There you go, perfectly bait a gulp right there. There you go, nice little jigging. Steady reel and jig. There we go. There we go, it's a target species, little flounder. There we go, that tap bait. There we go, this is what we were fishing for, guys. That's what we were fishing for, a little flounder. All right, so again, just cast that into that hole there. And we're just kind of jigging it along the bottom for these flounder. I'm casting up current. I'm letting it come down current with the fish. So that is the most natural presentation for the fish. A little bit of jigging here. See, nothing crazy because these fish aren't super active. There we go, just had a bump. A lot of croaker around though, so a lot of these bumps are croaker. You can tell how slow I'm reeling it here. I'm just kind of jigging and reeling really slow. There we go, there's one. Might be the target species here, let's see. Ah, it feels like a croaker. Yep, croaker. All right. Got a little croaker. Still trying to get a flounder here. I may have to go to gulp here. There we go, fish on. I think it's a croaker. Doesn't feel like a flounder. Yeah, croaker. Yeah, a little croaker. Target species here is going to be flounder. but there's just a ton of croaker around. You guys want to play with crabs? All right, let's play with dinner. I'm just joking. We're not gonna eat them. Oh, he's like, oh, get me out of here. Oh. They're like, oh, get me out of here. Oh, don't eat me. Don't eat me. Don't eat me. Oh, I got sandals on. Okay, watch out. Oh, they're all gonna eat you. Look at
Look, that one's going back in the water.
crab's getting away.
Say bye-bye.
He wants to go nom nom nom. Ready, watch. He's gonna try to bite me. Oh. You see him? What's he doing? He's trying to bite me. Is he gonna bite you?
No.
Okay, let me go. I don't think he will. I'm gonna get you.
No.
I'm gonna get you with the crab.
No.
Bye-bye, crab. Boo! Off he goes. All right, let's see if we can get some fish off of the gulp here. There we go, get way out into the channel there. Incoming tide. Let's see how we do here. So now all the way out into the channel, it's not nearly as weedy as it is by the dock. So I typically catching the weed by the dock. There you go, see there's a bite right there. They're just bouncing it, eating it. Eating that gulp. There we go. Let's see what we got here. Doesn't feel like a flounder. Oh, maybe it's a flounder. It is a flounder. There we go. Another flounder. Oh man, they're getting it. They're getting it down. There we go, a little flounder here. Let's see if we get him off the hook here. It's another flounder. Nothing massive or anything, but there he is. So that's how we're doing it. The gulp seems to be paying off here. All right, so two little guys, both went back, of course, because they're tiny. But again, you know, this is just a really great way to catch some flounder off a dock. You know, if you notice there's a little bit of a hole, a little bit of a point, which I'm fortunate enough there's a hole and a point off the same dock here. Hole's right over here, and there's a point on the other side. But all these fish on the incoming tide are laying in that hole, waiting for fish to come by. And I can see some bunker flipping and stuff, and that's just doing the trick. Now all my fish, oh, there's a good hit right there. Now all my fish, I'm trying to set the hook fast, because these fish are inhaling the gulp. So all these fish have coming up the channel into the shallow water, and they've all come on that white top gulp. I haven't had a single hit on the bucktail, actually. There's this guy coming right over my lines. That's not gonna be good. I'm gonna reel this in before I catch a boat. There we go. So funny enough, so let me show you that. Okay, there's the boat that just went by. Look at that, right? That's called a wake. Here, now take a look at this. Look at that. This is a no wake zone. See the buoys out there? Those are no wake zone buoys. So you got that guy comes in super close to the docks, causing all sorts of wake, and well, those are what we call jack wagons. They're fish lots. So. There we go. Seven minutes in. See what we got here. Maybe a flounder. There you go, a little flounder. There you go, Dad. Another flounder. Little guy. There you go. That's how we catch them, though. So that's a gold bait, tipped with a piece of smooth hound shark. There we go. Little guy, and we already got one anyway, so we're not going to keep any more. I'm going to show you a tip though. See, these are kind of slimy, and so what people do is they'll grab right here and they'll like squeeze as hard as they can. That's terrible because this is all the inside organs of the fish. So the best way to do it is either grab them around like that, or you just put them on the deck or whatever you're working with here and just kind of secure the head. Okay, so just like that. So a bench will do just fine. Say I'm working with the bench here, not squeezing the fish half to death. And there you go. See, now the hook comes out nice and easy. You pick up the fish. There you go. There's my dad on a float there. There you go. Nice little flounder there. Off a gulp. Off he goes. Johnny Fish-a-Lot is going to try and fish with a bucktail and catch a fluke.
Oh my God, but
You do got one, yeah. Right into that canal. Same thing, I stick my rod down in the water, let the line come out so it gets to the bottom. I'm using a really light bucktail.
remember that one time Danielle caught my rod and we both got a fish?
Yeah, I do remember that. You got all tangled up.
But it was
You pulled out a fish.
it was my line that got the fish.
Oh, I got a bite before it hit the ground. I felt that I was letting it out. Fish hit on the way down.
I got a fish.
You got one too? Look at him biting on mine.
When I pull it, it like gets out of its mouth and then it grabs it again. Like,
Come on.
now it grabs it.
There we go, got him. Johnny Fish-a-Lot is on with a gulp. Look, a little bit better fish, and that's how you do it. Cast right out. I'm casting into that channel. This is a flounder. Feels like a flounder.
I hope it's a shark.
See now, as I was getting bit there, Charlotte, I didn't set the hook right away because I didn't have the weight, right? You remember? So you gotta wait until you feel that weight of the fish. Oh, he got off. Oh no, he jumped, he came up to the surface. I think it's a croaker if he came up to the surface like that. I might have a croaker here, Charlotte. I wasn't paying attention, but I felt him come up. What is he, croaker or flounder? See it? Might be a croaker.
Yeah, it's a croaker.
A lassoed croaker.
What does that mean?
I think I caught him. Oh, okay, I just caught him on the side.
Aw, poor buddy.
That'll be all right. A flesh wound. A minor flesh wound. There you go. Little croaker. Very aggressive to these baits. See, he's off.
Next thing, get on my hook.
Oh no. Got caught on the bottom. Oh no. Hey Ben, look, that's a spider crab.
Oh, look at the difference. It's a different crab.
You know noogie spiders?
That looks like a noogie spider, doesn't it?
This is a crab spider.
Wow, you almost knocked me thin and I at the same time.
Here, Ben, you want to see
The
him?
noogie spider.
Look at that. Oh, a cool
You want to catch him?
spider crab.
Catch the top
Oh,
of
you
it?
want to get him? There you go. There you go. You want to get him? You want to get him? You want to touch him? Go ahead, touch him. You want to touch him?
Boop, 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 boop. See, he's touching
It's
it.
hard.
Okay.
All right, say bye-bye, spider crab. Oh, you want me to put it? Look, he looks like a spider. It's like a noogie spider.
Noogie spiders.
Bye-bye, noogie spider. All right, Ben and Finn, what's going on in today's YouTube adventure with fishing? There's lots of poop. There's lots of poop. Birds poop all over this thing. Yeah, that's a boat. That's not Daddy's boat though. That's somebody with more money than Daddy owns that boat. Somebody with a lot more money. That's a really nice boat there. You want to go fish on a boat? Yeah, we are. We're gonna go fish on a boat. Right, Finn? No, of the sunset. Ah, there you go, Fish-a-Lots. Beautiful night. I may fish a little bit longer tonight, but now I gotta stop and go eat dinner or else I'll get yelled at. So let me go do that.